low single defense. Today we're going to teach you how to score when someone shoots a low single on you. We have both head inside and head outside defense. The difference is though, for head inside, it's a specific sequence. You go one move after another after another. If it doesn't work, you just keep following down that sequence. For head outside, you have 4 techniques that you can flip-flop between based on your opponent's reaction. So let's get to it. First, we're gonna start off with our head inside defense. My opponent's gonna hit a low single on me, and the first move we're gonna do is a sprawl. My opponent hits a low single on me, either one's fine, boom. His head is in the inside between my legs, and that's what I mean by head inside. Here's how we're gonna hit our sprawl. My opponent wants to get as much of an angle to the left as possible. The more of an angle he has on me into my knee, the easier the takedown is gonna be for him. So as the defensive opponent, I'm going to step the opposite way and not let him get that angle on me. So I'm gonna back step, back step, back step, until my knee is right into his neck here. This is the ideal position for me, and it's not ideal for him. So when he hits that low single, I'm just gonna back step until I get my knee in the side of his neck just like this. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do is gonna take my left hand in this case, I'm gonna lean over and grab his armpit and pull his arm up as I slide back to a sprawl. Left hand grabs the armpit, I pull the leg up, and I slip my leg back. Now I'm in a regular single defense where I cover the head, and I circle towards the opposite leg he has. So if he has this leg right here, I'm gonna circle toward the opposite side and score my 2 points. I'll show you guys one more time. It's a low single. I want to back step to get rid of the angle that he had. Lean over, grab the armpit, pull up as I slide my leg back, cover the head with my belly button. If I have to push away, I will. So I might push away a little bit. Once I feel comfortable and I'm far enough away, I'll grab the hamstring and pull myself around to score my 2 points. Now, I will always do that first. If I can't get the angle, the next move I'm gonna do is a crotch lock and look for my cradle. So, they had a low single on me, okay? I can't get the angle, so my next move is going to be my crotch lock. What I'm gonna do is get his head through my legs. His head is in good position, right on my knee. I do not want that. So what I'll do is I'll grab his armpits and pull him through so his head is through my leg. After that, I'm going to step to the side, squat down, and straighten my left leg, just like this. Now, when you're in this position, you don't want to sit on your butt. You want to be on your knee and your toe. This leg is very important. Toe is pointing to the ceiling, and my leg is as straight as possible. If my toe is bent this way, it relieves the pressure, they can come out the back door here. So I want to put as much pressure on his head as possible, and I do that by pointing my toe to the ceiling and keep my leg as straight as possible. I may even use my hands to additionally put force and weight on his head to avoid him from coming out the back door like you saw a little earlier. Once I'm here, my hands will let go and attack the knee joint. I'll lift the knee up just like this, and my elbow is going to go to the back of his knee like that. Once I have that, I'm going to start driving him over his head to make him do a forward roll, and I'll post my hand. So I drive him over this way, post. Once we're in this position, I'm going to come on top of him this way and look for my cradle. Show you guys one more time from a different angle. So my opponent shoots the low single. I grab, I pull through. I'm going to turn to the side, squat down. My leg needs to be straight, pointing to the ceiling, toes pointing to the ceiling. My body's like this. I do not want to be sitting to my hip. I want to be on my knee and my toe, so I'm more mobile here. Now my hands are going to lock with an S grip, just like this, right where the knee is. Then I'm going to lift, punch my elbow deep, post, and flip them over top of me. At this point, I come on top, get my cradle, and finish in a front bridge. said, with the head inside defenses, it's a sequence. You try the sprawl, doesn't work, you're going to this crotch lift cradle. If I go for my crotch lift cradle and they sprawl to defend the cradle, that's when I just do a crotch lift. That's what we're going to work on next. So, my opponent goes for low single, I pull through, I step to the exact same position, and I lock my hands here. Now, what a good wrestler is going to do is he's going to sprawl back flat, and he's going to put this hip down. See how this knee is up and this hip's down? At this point, I am no longer able to hit a cradle, but what I'm going to do is still lift him straight over top of me, okay? In this case, he's going to kind of tuck his head so he doesn't get hurt, but I'm going to come here and lift him straight up over top and post here. This one's a little bit trickier to do, but it's a very easy finish. My opponent's on his back, and he's going to be nervous about giving up back points, so he'll let go of my foot, and I'll come out in between the legs. I'm going to show this one a few different times because it's definitely the most tricky one that we have, so try to pay attention, all right? Let's actually go here. So my opponent hits the low single. I pull through, step to the side, I lock in the knee. Now he sprawls out, he doesn't want me lifting the knee up. I want my lock to slide up into the crotch. I don't want it down at the knee, I want the lock to slide up. Right where it's as high as possible. I will then continue to lift him over and post. I want to post, and I want to push this, let's turn this way a little bit. I want to post because his defense is kicking me down here to continue the scramble. So I need to post pretty early, and I also want to do with this hand, I want to push his leg down. He wants to slide his leg up to kick me over this way. I need to push it down and sit up into him here. Once you get to this position, very easy to score. He'll let go of your leg, and you'll come here. Show you guys one more time. Try to pick up on any details you may have missed, okay? Let's come straight. We're here. I come here. Boom. He sprawls. I lift up in the crotch. I pull him over. Post. Now again, it sounds like at the elbow right here, I want to jack it down. I want it to be more in my armpit. And I want to be sitting up into him as much as possible. Because he's going to be trying to kick me down this way, I need to be really resisting that pressure here. Once he realizes he's getting, might be getting a back point soon, he'll let go of the leg, and you can come on top and get your takedown. Now, the last technique in the series is a far toe scramble. My opponent hits the low single. I come to the side to lock. He sprawls out. And maybe you're just in an instance where you can't lift. He's too strong. Normally you won't be able to lift if the guy has a strong post here. His hand is posted wide, you won't be able to lift him over. So, you try to lift him, it's not working. Now what I'm going to do is go to the far toe and look for a scramble, okay? So my hands are like this. They're going to come up, and I'm going to swim my hand underneath. So one hand will be on the outside, one hand will be on the inside of that leg. I come up and do a tripod, swim here. Once I'm here, I can roll the leg like a regular funk roll, but you'll have a better chance not falling to your hip. So here's what I do here. My right foot is going to go into his armpit. I'm going to push off of his armpit as I point this toe, slip it free, and rotate into my opponent here to score my takedown. Show you guys another angle of this. I guess straight on, probably good. My opponent goes low single. I pull through, I'm looking to attack here. He sprawls out. I'm going to get some height, swim my hands here. Don't worry about grabbing it to start. Just put your hands one on each side. The right foot is now going to go into the armpit. I'm going to point my opposite toe, kick it free, turn and face, and elevate this foot so that I have control in this scramble position right here. Easy takedown from this position. Now, we're going to be going to our head outside scrambles. With head outside scrambles, I always recommend starting with one move, but it's not as much of a sequence as the other head inside defenses. So my partner shoots a low single, What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back step similar to my sprawl, but I'm gonna back step like all the way. So here's what I mean. I'm gonna back step, back step, back step. So we're both facing the same direction. Once I'm here, I'm gonna take my hand like a C on the back of his neck, and I'm gonna stuff his head to the mat. Knee, or hand, back of the neck, stuff his head to the mat, and put my knee down. From this position, the way my body is positioned is very important. I'm not gonna be sitting on his back. I'm actually gonna slide off his back and pressure in sideways. So I'm pushing more into his lat and his side and his shoulder, more than just, I'm not just sitting on top of the middle of his back. So circle this way a little bit. So this is what some of you guys might do. I don't want that, it's not as much pressure. I want to shift off to the side and then push into the side of him. Now from here, I'm going to show you the 4 different techniques we can do. The first one, I call it the rubber knee. All I'm going to do is take my right hand, reach it into the back pocket here, or into his front pocket on the opposite side, point my left toe, rotate into him, and slip my leg free. Very important as I do this technique that I don't fall to my hip. And here's what I mean by that. I don't want to start falling over and falling down to the floor because I will get taken down. I want to keep height. I want to stay on top of him like this, leaning into him as I rotate. Point my toe, lock, collect the 2 points. Another thing that can help with this move is if you lock in the crotch, you get a little bit more pull. So let's go this way. So here, boom, I'm sitting to the side, reach here. Standing on top, I can lock my hands to pull, help pull myself free right there and ensure that I get the 2 points. Now, the next move is called the eggnog. Not even, that's just what my coach named it. I don't know if it's a different name. It's kind of a wild name, but all right, here's how it works. My opponent hits a low single. I push him down to this position here. Now, I try to go and do the rubber knee. A lot of times when you go to the rubber knee, the defense to this is circling away from it. So if I go this way, he's gonna circle that way. And that's what can set up my eggnog. So, let's rotate more this way. Here's how it works. My opponent has this leg up. That's what I'm looking for. What I'm gonna do is lean backwards and post my hand behind his ankle. So I'm here, lean back, fall to my side and post. Okay? I'm not turning into him because that will twist my knee and hurt my knee. I'm still facing this direction, so there's no pressure on my knee. Okay? Now, once I'm here, I'm gonna kind of push his face into his knee, because what I'm looking for him to do is I'm looking for him to pop his head out on the opposite side. So I want him to pop his head out and bring it over there. And I force him to do that by pushing his face into his own knee so he feels like he has to pop. Once he pops his head out, I'm gonna switch knees. So I'm like this, I'm gonna switch knees. This knee's gonna go down, this knee's gonna go up, and I'm gonna elevate this foot up in the air like this. As I elevate, I'll switch hands, hook here, and I'm gonna drive my knee right into his chest. Here. So I'm here, I lean, okay? And I'm almost like I'm falling to the mat here. I'm falling over, because I want him to pop his head out. I don't want to start twisting in and messing my knee up. I do this a lot, and my coach, the refs would, yell or stop the match because they were afraid I was going to hurt my knee. But there's never any pressure on my knee because I was not twisting my knee. I was staying in this kind of position here. So, we're here. I see the foot's up. 2 hands to it. I push my hips forward. He pops his knee, or pops his head out. Switch knees. Elevate this foot up, and then drive my knee into his chest. Sprawl back, and get the takedown there. Now, the next technique is the step over. It's very similar to the far toe scramble. I'm kind of going for the ankles, but this is what it looks like. I bring him here. When I'm in this position, I'm gonna go in the same direction we did for our rubber knee, so like this. But instead of putting my hand here, I'm gonna step my whole leg over like this. Oop, did I stomp your foot?
You're good.
All right, so I'm gonna step like this. So I'm here, I'm stepping all the way to here. Here, we're facing the same direction, step all the way to here. Once I'm here, I'm looking for, I like to go near toe in this case. So if we rotate this way a little bit. So he has this ankle, I'm straddling him like this. I'm gonna go for the same leg that he has my leg. So he has this leg, I'm going for this one, same one. I'm gonna drop to the side, grab it, kick in the armpit, and rotate into him. Very similar to the far toe scramble we did from the head inside defense. Show you this one more time. I shoot the low single. I step all the way around to here. Once I'm here, he has this foot, so I'm going for this one. I drop, I kick the armpit, and I'm not falling to my hip if I don't have to. I can fall to my hip, straighten and roll like a regular funk roll. It's more dangerous there though. If I cannot do it, I will not do it if I don't have to. So kicking the armpit, finish my takedown right there. Now the last one we have for this head outside is kicking away. You gotta be very careful with kicking away. I really don't recommend kicking away. The only time I recommend kicking away is when I'm already on bottom. So if my opponent, this is where I'll use this technique. He already has the takedown. He's just trying to ride me out. So he reduces to a single, I kick him down. This is where I'll kick away, because even if he climbs back on top, not a big deal. He already has the takedown. And if anything, as I go to kick away, it's gonna force a stalling point for me because he's not allowed to stay on that single leg. So I recommend kicking away mainly when you're on bottom. There will be some cases if he's really loose on the leg, if he's not holding it tight, where kicking away is a great option, but kicking away a lot of times will lead to you getting taken down. So we're here in this kick away position. I'm going to step and circle towards him. So if I'm here, I'm gonna go into where his head is. If his head's here, I'm going into that direction. The reason why is because it will keep my leg far away from his hand. So if I'm stepping way out here, it's gonna be hard for him to collect my other leg. But if I kind of step this way and kick, my feet are staying close together and they'll collect the leg. So we're here, I'm reaching my hands far, I'm taking a big step, I'm dropping my heel to the mat and pointing my toe that he has. Now I'm gonna rip the leg forwards and face my opponent. Very simple technique, just make sure you're doing it in the right direction. So we're here, I'm right here, I'm rotating into the head, boom, pointing my toe and ripping it free and facing my opponent. Bonus move. My partner has a low single, head inside. It's a bonus move for you guys because you stayed till the end. All right? I'm here. He has a low single. I'm going to step my leg straight over to the same side as his foot. So we're here, straight over there. Then I'm going to slide down, use his body like a slide, and I'm going to slide down his body, point my toe, and get the takedown. Slide, get the takedown right there. One more time. Low single, boom. Step over, baseball slide. Slide down his back. This hand's going into the pocket right here. Slide, point the toe, rip it free, get the two. Those are everything I got for the low single defense. Comment what you guys want to see next. I do full length series on any techniques, top, bottom, neutral, defer. See you guys next video.